Ajegunle, one of the biggest slum in Nigeria, a name that sends chill down the spine of the feeble. Ajegunle is located in the heart of Lagos, nestled near Apapa, the largest seaport in Nigeria. The majority of its residents live in crumbling houses, which are mostly overcrowded. Some of them lack access to basic amenities such as clean water, electricity, and medical care. Diseases caused by poor hygiene are common here. Some of its inhabitants live on the margin of society, earning less than $5 a day. In spite of its challenges, some of the inhabitants are happy living here. If you want to know how the inhabitants of Ajegunle live, their challenges and their housing need, this is the Ajegunle story.
Ajegunle is located in the heart of Lagos State, Nigeria. It is nestled near Apapa, the biggest wharf in Nigeria. Ajegunle has received a lot of media attention because of its poor living standard and limited access to basic services such as clean water, electricity, and medical care.
That's right. The journey takes us here to find out the state of the housing sector here in Ajegunle. This episode looks at how housing has contributed to the improvement of this environment. Have you ever wondered why anyone would want to be a landlord in Ajegunle? Any location suffering from flooding with poor infrastructure and limited commercial activities tend to have challenging rental market. Given that areas like this only attracts low-income tenants, means that most landlords struggle to get high rent for their properties. This effectively limits the quality of repairs carried out in this location. Mr. Jamil is a landlord here in Ajegunle. He inherited this property from his late mother. This property has 21 rooms, 3 toilets and 2 kitchens for all its residents. So tell me about this property. How many rooms are in this house?
It's 21 rooms.
21 rooms?
Yes.
And I presume they are tenanted?
Yes.
All right, so how many tenants are there?
21
Oh,
tenants.
right, so each tenant for each room?
Yes.
Okay. And for your tenants, what kind of rent do they pay for a one-bedroom property?
Yes, one room is 8,000 naira.
8,000 naira
8,000 naira.
a what?
One room.
For a year, per year.
No, one month.
So 8,000 a month.
Yes.
Oh, I see. And you know, for your repairs, because 8,000 is quite low compared to other parts of Lagos. So if you have repairs, how do you afford repairs, or do you afford repairs?
And my own money, I might tell they do all this compound.
Oh, really? So out of your own goodwill?
Yes.
So the rent from the tenant is not enough?
Yes.
Okay. So what do you think, how do you describe your tenant, and in Ajegunle generally? What's your...
They are very nice people from this compound.
Okay.
They are very nice.
All right. So describe your property. So you say it's 21 rooms.
Yes.
So 21 rooms. Tell me about the bathroom, the kitchen.
The kitchen is three bathrooms,
All right.
3 toilets, 2 kitchens.
All right. So, well, hang on a minute. So you have 21 tenants sharing 3 bathrooms and 3
bathrooms.
And 3 toilets.
3 toilets and 3.
and they have 2 kitchens. So how do they cope?
Let's go to kitchen and cook now.
Did they manage, or how did they do?
Well, everything's managed now. Everybody gets your space.
Okay, in that
Inside the
kitchen.
kitchen. Yeah.
All right. So where do they keep? If they go shopping, where do they put their shopping? They put it in the kitchen or in their rooms?
In their rooms.
Ah, I see. So what kind of toilet do you have? Is it
Tiles.
okay? Does it have a flush, or it doesn't have a flush?
No, it's not a flush. Just to carry water flushes.
We just flush it. Okay. So because you have 21 tenants, how do they manage to keep the place clean? I mean, do they keep it clean?
And every day we clean up now.
Who cleans? Do you have like a cleaner, or the tenant clean themselves? Or?
Everybody gets. We share them. Everybody share. Everybody know the time where we clean everything.
I see. So it's in rota. So one person will clean this time,
Yes.
the next one.
Yes.
And what happens if one of the tenants is recalcitrant? If one tenant says I won't clean, what happens?
And we give a cook notice now.
Oh, you're good. Already for not cleaning the place. Okay. So when was the last time you painted this house? Because I could see it's not been painted for some time.
Since Fashola is 2007.
Oh, 2007 was the last time you painted this house. Oh, wow. That's a while away. That's a while. I was going to say, so this room, how many of you stay in this room? This is your room. So you have four people in this room?
Yeah.
So your wife, yourself, and your children?
My children.
So how many children do you have?
4.
You have 4 children. So that's pretty much 6. So you have 4 children plus your wife. That's 6 people in this room. Right, it's quite crowded, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Well, so how do you cope with 6 people in this small room? It is.
It's just,
It's a way of life in Ajegunle,
yeah,
isn't it?
yeah.
Well, listen, thank you very much for having us here in your house. I really appreciate it. Beatrice is a student who has been living in Ajegunle since her childhood. She has a different view about Ajegunle. So how has Ajegunle changed from birth for you?
Ajegunle is developing. Like when I say developing, like we are actually improving. And like in terms of roads, like there are some kind of good roads, but I will not testify for all the roads, but my own area, good road, and there are street lights and everything.
Yeah, but if you go around Ajegunle, you'll see that there are a lot of rundown houses, and the markings of 419 on each houses. What's going on there?
I think they are trying to protect the house from scammer. You might see there are some people that will just come. There are some agents that run house building, the scammer type. They will walk into a compound. They will take a video of the compound, like the around, and then they will post it online that this house is for sale.
But that's fraud, isn't it?
It's fraud. That's why they said beware of 419. They might sell the house. They might sell the house to that person without any validate document and everything. I don't know how they run it.
Okay. So and the architecture in Ajegunle in terms of the buildings, I mean, some of the run down some of the properties.
Yes, for the architecture, like we are actually trying our best. Like Ajegunle, like it's improving. Like I said, they are breaking down all these single houses, like all this one room stuff, all this face me, I slap you. The landlords, I don't know, maybe the landlords are breaking them down by themselves to renovate it to a self-contained apartment, or they are selling it. They are selling the land to somebody else. Then breaking down the house, like there are some people that they will not have where to stay, though they used to give them warning. It's not all of them that have the money, because to rent a self-contained apartment in Ajegunle, in fact in Lagos, like Lagos houses are very expensive. Like this Ajegunle.
So for a 2 or 3 bedroom, how much rent would you pay?
It gets to I think you have to budget like 450 to
So 450,000 naira.
Yes, but like a single self-contained house, if they are parking it, let's just say they will have to pay an agent fee of like 200k. Then yearly they will start paying like something like 30,000, 40,000. They can afford something like that. But when they are breaking down the house, like they don't have somewhere else to stay now. Like they have to go and it's causing like it's making people homeless. I'm not saying they are not doing a good thing. They're actually doing a good thing, like in like renovating the house, doing it. But yeah, like
and
they are low income.
Yes.
Low income citizens, yeah. So
they're low
it's
income.
not everybody that is able to like afford self-contained.
In Ajegunle?
It's not everybody,
Okay.
because it's quite expensive for them. So
Yeah.
no, I'm just saying Ajegunle is a nice place, but there are different types of characters, different type of behavior. You know, environmental influence plays a very big role on everybody. I don't know, some people say this environment is not good to train up a child, but some people will be like, if they make money, they move out of Ajegunle. For me, I don't have that plan for my mother.
Okay.
To, if we manage to like, we'll still stay in this environment, but like a better version, but it will still be this Ajegunle, because I don't see any way that you grew up here, you got the money. Instead of you to improve this place that you were staying before, you move out to the island.
So you don't see that?
I don't see it. It doesn't make sense.
Well, thank you very much for this interview. Mrs. Khadija is a food seller who managed to become a landlady in Ajegunle.
Today, I'll be speaking with Mrs. Khadija, who is a landlady and a business owner in Ajegunle. Mommy, good afternoon, ma'am.
Welcome, my sister.
How are you doing today?
Are they fine?
Okay, so I see this where you do your business, right?
Yes.
Okay. I know you're a landlady in Lagos, Ajegunle to be precise.
Yes.
How long have you been a landlady
32 years.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yes.
So what's been your experience so far as a landlady?
My experience is not too far like that, but according to us, Nigeria be now. Now you know, so everything is managed. The manage, we say, no food, no anything. Now manage everybody day.
Okay.
Yes.
So what's the rent situation like for your house?
4,000 naira.
How often do they pay you? Is it per month, per year? And do they pay you regularly, or do they default in payment?
Per month.
Per month.
Some they pay per month, some they pay per year.
Okay. And they pay you as when due. They don't default in their payments, right?
No. They're okay. They know they owe. Then they manage ourselves.
So you are telling us that they pay on time.
They pay on time.
And even when they default, you as a landlady, you understand the challenges.
You know what? Yes.
Okay.
Because I understand everything when she did Nigeria now.
Okay, can you describe your property for us? Na 2-bedroom. How?
Not be 2-bedroom. Now face me and face you. Just only 20 rooms.
That's a single room.
Yes. Okay. Face me and face you. Okay. Could you see me? Could you see? You understand?
I understand. Okay. If something gets to spoil in the compound, who is responsible for this?
Not me.
You do that yourself from your pocket, or you ask them to donate money?
They don't donate money.
From your pocket?
I down with my pocket.
This environment, Ajegunle,
yes.
What's the situation like when it comes to crime in this environment?
No, say Ajegunle, no be Ajegunle. But here where we dey, it dey okay, it dey peace. We get peace for here. Condition Ajegunle is busy, no wahala like that. But according to us, Nigeria be now, Ajegunle is Ajegunle. That's from beginning. But now, the thing they good more.
That's nice. Okay.
That's
So
nice.
what about the road network? And anytime it rains, what's the situation like around here?
And now water be the wahala. Everywhere is dey rough.
Okay. So you are telling us that anytime it rains,
Yes,
you
rain.
people experience flood.
Flow, yes. Water disturb.
That tell us, how do you people commune with each other in the compound?
We get who dey collect money for us. That's why I no want to anybody. We get money, we person dey collect the money. We then collect, we go know as we go arrange. We dey like sister and brother. Yes. We understand ourselves.
So nobody,
No wahala, no
fight,
wahala, no
there's
fight.
peace,
No
unity,
fight, dey okay.
love
Yes,
amongst
we
you
dey
all.
love.
Okay.
We be one love.
Fair enough. Now you've heard from Mrs. Khadija, who is a landlady in Ajegunle, and that's her own take as regards housing in Ajegunle.
Ajegunle is a vibrant community. As part of its community, Ajegunle has several schools, colleges, hospitals, and an active business sector. The Art and Craft School is a school which offers vocational courses here. The Art and Craft School is one of 3 schools sharing a common compound. Kelechi is one of the teachers at the Art and Craft School.
This is Art and Craft Center Agausa, Ajegunle. This is a center where schools from various areas in Ajegunle Felodu come down to the center to participate in art and craft activities. We have 72 schools that comes down here that practice arts in general. And we teach the students on how to make crafty works, artworks that I would believe that can be useful in their future. And I would believe they can grow from primary to secondary learning arts, from secondary to university, and from there they can now have their own establishment, maybe an art center or an art establishment. But it's a center where a lot of people learn those crafty things like tie and dye, batik, painting, drawings, even molding with clay, using clay or paper mache to mold an object. Art in general has helped the society, most especially Ajegunle Felodu, has helped the society, the environment to be up and doing, producing students or pupils that are talented, well talented to do. And I believe most of the pupils here, they've learned a lot by producing all these objects through using art materials. Art in Ajegunle has been there for a very long time, and we believe it will help the society more. It will help the pupils to grow more, to have that mindset of being an entrepreneur on their own. Because one that has that ability to be creative definitely would want to do one or two things, even without expecting things from the government or thereof. Ajegunle as a whole has produced a lot of talented people, both in sports, arts, and culture. You can see most people that come from Ajegunle, most of them are footballers, most of them are artists, most of them are Our photographers, most of them are top people that you can count on in Ajegunle as a whole. And I believe Ajegunle can still produce more and more talented people.
Ajegunle is divided into sections, and each is governed by its own local government. The Ajegunle Ifelodun office governs a section in Ajegunle. Decisions here cater for this section of Ajegunle. The dynamism in Ajegunle will be incomplete without its vibrant business community. Joe works at a business center near the Ajegunle Ifelodun local government office.
This here is a cyber cafe, as you can see. We do printing, photocopies, lamination, anything as pertaining printing and stuff like that. And it's located here in Ajegunle, and people from various backgrounds and walks of life, they come here, they do things, and they go. Ajegunle, in terms of properties, is a very, very modernized area, a settlement where there's peace, low level of corruption, depending on the aspect you're looking at it from. And from our perspective, I would like to tell you the truth about Ajegunle. In terms of kind of residents, most residents in Ajegunle, they are not evil, you understand? They are not these bad kind of people that they tag them to be. Just that most people, they feel that past glory that they are living on, that is still there, it's no more there. Ajegunle is a very nice place. You can come, you can stay, you can live, you can raise your kids, you can transact business. Very, very good place to be and stuff like that. Yeah, to rent a property here, about 250k, 300k, it's enough for about 2-bedroom flats here. But if you are going for major or luxury duplexes like apartments around Apapa and its environs, about 500 to 1 million naira, it's okay for it.
Hello, my name is Chioma Jennifer. Today, I'll be taking the top team on a tour to the ghetto side of Ajegunle. As you can see, the people here are a vibrant, happy people, and you wonder why they are still in an area like this. They lack basic amenities such as electricity, good water, and medical care. But then, they are happy the way they are. The inhabitants are not complaining because the rent here are affordable. Let's go on a tour to the ghetto side of Ajegunle.
This is the most run-down part of Ajegunle, and people live here in terrible conditions. Life here is hard for everyone. And for the single mothers, it's even tougher. The people that live here are the poorest in Ajegunle. Residents live tightly packed in poorly constructed dwellings. It's not unusual to have 5 people sharing a room, some of them sleeping on the floors of houses. Many of the residential structures are built by owner-occupiers and they don't pay rent. Some of these informal structures are rented out to tenants. The streets are narrow, meandering through tight corners. Some of the streets are surrounded by poorly constructed structures. During the raining season, these areas suffer from flooding, with sewer water entering people's homes. In spite of its condition, the people here are still smiling and are happy. Their resourcefulness and ingenuity has helped them to survive. This episode was primarily to investigate the state of housing in Ajegunle and to determine whether the private rental sector has contributed to this community.
That's right. We can see that this environment restricts the quality of properties that can be built here.
And of course, developers are reluctant to build high-end properties because of low yield.
And this has affected the types of properties constructed in Ajegunle, although there are now a few areas here which have undergone gentrification.
And we suggest that the government should not just gentrify part of Ajegunle, the government should also gentrify the whole of Ajegunle. Well, we've now come to the end of this episode. If you need to find out more, you could check us on our Facebook page or on Instagram.
Yes, you can also visit our website for more information. Until next time, it's goodbye for you.
And it's goodbye from me.